Good morning. Thank you for joining us for First Coast News at 9:30. I'm Leah Shields. Now, right now, we need you to take a look at your screen because police are looking for a missing child. There are first responders on scene, and there is a car in the ditch over there. The skyline looks great, all lit up. The traffic looks smooth because I know it seems hard to believe. This downtown development plan brought forth by the Jags owner, Shad Khan, is actually going to happen. This is going to have major impacts to commutes this morning. So this is what it looks like if you get off 295 at Lem Turner. You're going to be turned around. There's a crash nearby, and it looks like traffic is still running smoothly. Cold front, we're finally reaching that moment, guys. We can pull those boots out of the closet.
All right, so here's my question then.
Traffic who? This is what I want to look at all morning long. But the good news is that traffic is running very smoothly. She's looking out on the 4th floor at Wolfson Children's Hospital over I-95.
Hi, Leah. I'm Lucy.
Lucy Dawn Moyer is 5 years old. She has neuroblastoma.
I'm in kindergarten, and it's good. And I can read books.
This is as close as I could get to meeting her in person. A Zoom from the parking lot across the street. Her mom, Jessica Dawn Moyer, says Lucy is going through an antibody treatment. It's 4 days of 20-hour-long infusions of medicine each day.
The dinutuximab, the antibody infusion, it attacks the nerve cells, so it's painful. In about 2 to 4 hours after the infusion starts, the pain starts, and it's just like everything hurts, and she screams in agony and pain. And
Lucy will get 5 total of these treatments. This is her second one. She'll be back nearly every month for the next 6 months for this. The goal is to get the tumor to mature so it stops growing, and Lucy can live with it inside her.
I could just look at her and cry because I love her so much.
You can see the blankets and pillows next to Dawn Moyer as she talks to me. She sleeps next to her daughter's hospital bed. Throughout our entire conversation, though, they both kept smiling.
I smile because we've gotten her through it.
Resilience and hope, a dynamic duo.
Bye.
Bye, Lucy.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. In a part of Jacksonville that is easily forgotten, Marcus HARDEN Givens is taking notice.
Overflow is good for the people around here and for the community because they help you get what you need.
It's an overflow of resources. It's an overflow of abilities. It's an overflow of love.
Overflow Alliance Inc. founder HARDEN Givens looks at the Moncrief area and sees opportunity.
They needed some young people, to kind of come in and be the voice to this community.
He and his husband Joshua were those people.
Marcus would go around to the community and basically, say, hey, what do you guys need here? How can we help you?
Overflow Alliance began as an HIV clinic. Then it grew to primary care for all ages. Now COVID testing and vaccines.
When we see and when we come in contact with community members who we know that we can provide assistance to, who need our services, and we can provide those services in an immaculate way to make sure that they're okay, to make sure that their family are okay, to make sure that their friends are okay. That is the fire behind what keeps us going, and I think that is what's going to continue to be there.
He calls patients members, like they're members of an exclusive club or simply community members, where they have each other's back. About 1.5 years since they started their mission, they're no longer just a clinic. They now have services that extend to every part of their customer's life. 2 years ago, HARDEN Givens started with an idea.
We couldn't afford to start in the building. We had to start on our feet. We did 3 hours every day. We would come and walk in the community and find out their names. Who are you? What do you need? What is going on in this community?
2 years later, Overflow takes up 3 offices, a grocery store, and more. People know him by name, and he knows their needs.
It's just awesome, and I thank him for it.
In Moncrief, Leah Shields, First Coast News, on your side. They're afraid to cross the street. That's the feeling after seeing a woman hit and killed right outside of the senior center here in Jacksonville. That makes the 45th person to be hit and killed by a car in Jacksonville in 2021. This busy road blocked off in the middle of rush hour. People waiting for the bus stared in shock.
The whole situation really is very hazardous. I'm surprised that no more accidents have occurred in this area because of the speed.
Dr. Nathaniel Carter lives in the senior community center on the same block where a driver hit an elderly woman in the crosswalk. She died at the scene.
My advice to any and all, especially the seniors who live here, be very cautious crossing Kings Road, because these people fly by here and they're not really watching pedestrians.
Lieutenant Nassim Mana says the driver has not been charged, and depending on what they find, there is a chance there will be no charges.
So we're trying to determine whether she was trying to cross the roadway or she just stepped on the street. So all that, it's still, we're still looking at it to determine who's really at fault.
The crime scene is cleared, but Dr. Carter hopes to see more law enforcement down Kings Road. He hopes their presence could slow people down and possibly prevent another tragedy. In Jacksonville, Leah Shields, First Coast News, on your side.